Welcome to the next episode of Reading for the Soul, and I'm so excited to introduce you to Sally Clarkson. She is really a mentor and I wanted to say a friend, but that will be weird because she doesn't know me and she lives in the States and we have never met, but I am a subscriber to her blog. And she wrote about friendship, and maybe that's why there's this intimacy that I feel I can call her a friend. I think she's a soul sister that I haven't met. Sally Clarkson wrote 2 books that in many ways changed my life. The one is The Life-Giving Table, and the other one is The Life-Giving Home. And I'm so thankful to be blessed with one of them, The Life-Giving Table. We have a coffee shop in George and we call it The Table. I believe there is something that happens in our lives when the table is the center of our families, when we re-establish it as a place where discipleship takes place and where blessing takes place. Those moments, because usually we run through the days. And in the years when I still had all my children around the table, those were hectically busy days, but there was this one thing we all looked forward to, and that is we reconnected in the evenings around the table, and then we could share not just a meal, but our very lives with one another. The Life-Giving Table is an absolute must, but what is so extraordinary is that Sally has 4 children. She has also lived in various countries. I think she mentions that they have moved 17 times. Can you imagine? 6 times it was overseas. And in the process of having moved so often, she and her 2 daughters became besties. She believes in friendship. Wow. And here is a book called Girls Club. Now, Girls Club talks about the friendship between a mother and her daughters and how that has developed over the years and how they had a girls club every week and her husband and the 2 boys would have a boys club on the same night as they had a girls club. And there was one story that really touched me. One of her daughters tells the story of how she was 2 years old and her mother was sharing a story with a babysitter about how the electricity went out the night before and how she chipped in and she said, yes, it was so scary and I helped Mummy, and how a little bit, you know, when you look down on somebody, the babysitter made a comment and she was so taken aback. But her mother grabbed her hand and said, no, Sarah is my friend. And together she helped me through it and she helped me to put on the candles. And in that moment she experienced the loyalty, not just of a mother, but that her mother at age 2 recognized that her daughter one day was going to be her friend. We live in such challenging times, and I want to encourage you today. I want to encourage especially mothers with daughters. I've got 2, and we can really say, and I can say on behalf of them, I so wish they were here today, that we are besties, and the 3 of us have epic adventures together. I have also 2 beautiful adopted girls, and with them I had epic adventures. Mother and daughter bonding went to the next level. I once climbed Kilimanjaro with the one, and together with the other one we flew into Kathmandu to go and pray for a climbing team that reached the base camp of Everest. What a privilege to be in ministry together, to be in family together. So Girls Club is a must, and I know I'm talking a lot, but Sally is a firm favorite. One of her daughters wrote the book girl. I think I mentioned this one before. I always say I'm the original book girl. There is more than 17 to 22 different book lists in this book, not to be missed. Classics, beautiful books. And if you ever are at a loss what to read, get Book Girl and start working through those. Reading for the Soul. This is our series this year. And I'm so thankful that you joined me one more time. Happy reading this month.
Finding Joy is available in Afrikaans and English at Koom Books or Amazon.com.